Cookies and cream cheesecake cupcakes. It's a bit of a mouthful, but since I published this recipe on Handle the Heat years ago, it's been the most popular recipe on my site with over 1 million hits. I can see why this recipe has been so popular because these cupcakes are so cute. They have an entire Oreo cookie on the bottom and they're filled with a cookies and cream cheesecake filling. They're surprisingly easy to make, super cute, and perfect for any occasion. If you'd like to learn how to make these cheesecake cupcakes, then just keep watching. Get started by placing an entire Oreo cookie in the bottom of 15 cupcake cups. This recipe is actually halved from the original. I find having 30 of these cupcakes is way too dangerous in my house, and I actually don't even have 3 cupcake tins, which would be necessary to make 30 cupcakes. I'm chopping up some Oreos to put into my filling, so it's a cookies and cream filling with an entire Oreo as the crust on the bottom. To get started on my batter, I have 2 8-ounce packages of room temperature cream cheese in my stand mixer, and I'm adding half a cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to give it a nice mix there until it's all smooth. You want to make sure not to have too many lumps. Next, I'm adding some vanilla, and I actually ran out of paper liners for my cupcakes before making this video, which was such a bummer. Luckily, you can still make these without the paper liners, but they're much cuter, much easier to transport. You don't have to worry about cleaning the cupcake tin, so definitely use paper liners if you've got them on hand. Next, I'm adding my eggs one at a time to make sure they get fully incorporated. Then I'm going to add a pinch of salt and some sour cream. And the sour cream is going to just enhance that tangy flavor and give me a nice smooth velvety texture. I was so bummed when I realized I didn't have paper liners as soon as I started filming this video, but if there's anything I learned in culinary school, it's just to keep going. Just don't stop with a recipe if you realize you might be missing something or you may be screwed up a part. Usually there's a way to fix it. With my cookies and cream cheesecake batter, I'm going to scoop that out onto my Oreo cookies using a large OXO spring-loaded scoop. These are going to go into the oven for 22 minutes at a low temperature of 275 degrees Fahrenheit, just to ensure that we don't overbake our cupcakes or cause any cracks to form. And I get a lot of questions about how to tell when cheesecake is done baking. You want to make sure that when you take it out of the oven, the filling is set, especially around the edges. If it's still slightly jiggly in the middle, that's totally okay. You want to err on the side of under-baking your cheesecake versus over-baking. So if you're ever questioning whether it's done, I would say take it out unless it's completely liquidy or something. Then these go in the refrigerator for 4 hours or overnight. My cheesecake cupcakes have chilled in the fridge overnight. They're nice and cold and they're ready to eat. I really hope you guys like this recipe. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next Wednesday for another food video. Mmm.